And then what I did at the time was like government funded. So things you just got to adapt. So just ways to like, either it was making content or just, you know, putting programs together, just finding different ways to do things. Because one thing everyone had in COVID was time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Do you think, like creating content on Instagram, how did you like start it?
to be honest, the way my industry is going and a lot of things in general, and people are doing that online. And personal training is a thing now where a lot of people are doing it online. And it's just a way of, it's like your website in 2024. So it's just a good way to market yourself. And you just got to keep up with the times.
Guys, welcome back to the Last Gen podcast, bringing you your dreams, your future success stories to reality. Today, I've got a guest, a very respectful way, one of our oldest guests, but
Making me feel like an uncle.
but yeah, if you want to tell them who you are.
My name's ST, personal trainer, online coach, and fitness influencer.
Amazing. And obviously, guys, as you can see,
He's a tight top, man. It's a tight top.
representing today the Arsenal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, explain who you are, man, to the people.
I'm just someone who likes lifting weights and helping other people lift weights, in summary. But yeah, so I've been doing fitness for a little while now. In regards to myself, I've been training for about 11 years. Consistently, I'd say about 8. And then I got myself qualified about, I'd say 6 years ago, 6-7 years ago.
Is that long?
Yeah. To be fair, the actual process to get qualified for a PT is not too hard.
Is it expensive though?
Depends on what route you take.
There's different ones.
Yeah, there's different ones. So if you are gonna go for like a more upfront payment, I think you'd probably be looking at excess of £1,000 roughly. And then what I did at the time was like government funded. So it's like student finance basically. So you basically pay the money back once you earn a certain amount.
That's sick.
So yeah, it was calm for me at the time. Got into that and then just started building my network through there. Literally. Yeah, man, just build it from the ground up.
So you've been doing it for 8 years?
Training wise consistently, and then PT in itself, I would say about 6 years now.
6 years. So during COVID,
COVID was tough. COVID was tough.
Because there was a point at COVID where you could exercise. Were the gyms still closed?
So I was supposed to get, so I just got qualified shortly before COVID. And then I was gonna work in a gym. And then obviously gym's closed. So change of plan.
Yeah.
So I was working in Sainsbury for a little bit, just make peas and whatever.
Yeah.
And then literally as soon as gyms opened,
hey, yo, where's the gym?
I was gone. It was tough, but obviously you come up with different things. You just got to adapt. So just ways to like, either it was making content or just, you know, putting programs together, just finding different ways to do things. Because one thing everyone had in COVID was time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just about using it productively.
I saw on your Instagram 20k followers or like 28.
Yeah, I think 28 now.
That's like
28.
And you have less on TikTok. Like I believe that having generic Instagram followers is so hard compared to generic TikTok. Like,
to be fair though, TikTok I only started, I'd say a year ago.
Oh, okay.
So I had it about 2 years ago, but I was never really using it. You know when someone sends you a bunch of videos, but I wasn't really using it. But if we're talking about actual content creating, I'd say about a year on TikTok. Yeah.
How did you like? What made you think? Like creating content on Instagram. How did you like start it?
To be honest, the way my industry is going and a lot of things in general, everything's online now these days. So like, most people are working from home remotely. Even things like counselling, people are doing that online. And personal training is a thing now where a lot of people are doing it online. And it's just a way of, it's like your website in 2024. So it's just a good way to market yourself. And you just got to keep up with the times. If you see that like a certain industry is moving in a certain way, you don't want to get left behind. So you got to latch onto the trend and just try and adapt and just keep going with it.
What's one trend that would you say is that, you kind of knew it was going to blow before everyone else, if there was one?
So when I first started with PT and having a fitness page wasn't really a thing. So when I made my page,
go on, explain,
it wasn't really a thing. But nowadays, a lot of people have a fitness page that aren't even necessarily PTs, but a lot of people have a page. So you've got to now, everyone can post a back workout or a leg day or whatever, but you need to know what differentiates you from everyone else. It's going to be your personality. So for me, it was just, okay, maybe showing size my personality and not just me doing certain exercises
all day.
Yeah, you got to switch up a bit.
Keep it authentic with the people.
Literally that, yeah.
Because then people be like, okay, this guy's funny and he does gym. Let me just get
a
me
bit of personality, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, like, I was even speaking to this earlier with someone, that when you go on internet, it's like, oh no, I have to do everything perfectly, this and that. When you be yourself, it's like you have a certain niche or a certain selection of people that love you just for that. And then when you go crazy, you just kind of absorb other people like you that have that personality.
Yeah.
Those kind of...
Yeah, it's just about putting things out there that people can gravitate towards, whether it's educational or they find it funny or whatever. Just giving someone or giving people different reasons to come and look at your page.
Okay, I've got a question. I've been listening, like when I listen to music or watch YouTube videos, there's this advert that says, it's about women like losing weight. It says, you don't like being told to eat less and move more. Your personal and your professional opinion, what's like the most important factor, like when it comes to dieting or working out? What's more important, the routine, or would you say your diet, or like water intake, like stuff like that?
So one thing I'll touch on is genetics.
Is that a thing?
It's big,
swear,
massive. So
wait. Firstly, what country are you from?
I'm Ghanaian.
Ghanaian.
Where you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So let's use genetics for example. So people from West Indies naturally are rapid, fast.
Okay.
And let's say people from, let's say East Africa, great cardio, great stamina. Everyone's got their own little background. So like with us, let's say for example, with myself, I'm quite lucky to have good genetics. So if I had like a few cheat days, if you want to call it that, I could be fine. But maybe someone with a slow metabolism won't be as lucky. But in my opinion, I would say diet is more important.
Is it?
Yeah, I think diet is the forefront of everything. Reason being is because whatever you do outside of the gym will mess up what you're putting in there. So like you can go in the gym and put in work, but if you're not eating according to your goals, it's gonna mess up your hard work. Yeah, it's gonna mash up your hard work.
Lying, because
me,
like when I'm out doing my personal shopping stuff and sorting out clients, it's like I can't be at home for a home cooked meal or like give the time to do a proper meal. Obviously I could meal prep, but then I'd be meal prepping cold food and I might not enjoy it as much. But then Slim's Chickens is right there, or get me, it's a Lebanese grill, it's a quick thing, like what's your...
Okay, not everyone's got the luxury of cooking like 4 or 5 meals a day, which I can understand. Me personally, I just can't meal prep because I'll eat all the containers in one day. So if I meal prep for like 3 days, it's not gonna last. I know me. So you got to find something that's realistic and sustainable for you. So even if you are gonna go and eat out, try and find a healthier alternative, like the lesser of two evils. So maybe have something grilled instead of fried. Do you know what I mean? But I still think like have a social life as well. Like people see me and they think that I'm just always in the gym,
guys.
Like I'm just always in the gym eating chicken. I enjoy my life. Trust me. I'm at the bar on the weekend. Like you need to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
It's just about balance, innit? But what I always say to people is like tick off your goals first, and then you can be a bit more loose with other things like your diet and whatever. So just tick off your goals first and just stay disciplined initially.
So like with finding clients as a PT, like would you say it's kind of like word of mouth, or do you think that it's kind of like...
That's a good question.
Social media and that more?
It depends. So I'd say obviously working in the gym, it could be something as small as how I train other people. So I've had clients based off, they've seen me training someone, they might have seen how I motivate them, and that might have caught their attention. So it might not even be word of mouth, it could just be how you present yourself on the gym floor.
Oh, wow.
But then not everyone's on the gym floor, so now I've got to find a way to appeal to people on social media. Do you know what I mean? And then you can transform someone's body, and then a family member that's not seen them in a while will be like, oh, you look good, and then word of mouth, they recommend you. So there's so many different ways to get clients, but you're in control of your income as a PT. And I always say this, like, you're not guaranteed a certain salary at the end of the month. It's up to you to get your next client. It's not always going to come to you. That word of mouth's not always going to come. Do you know what I mean? You got to go and grab someone in. So you got to graft, man. It's not easy, but you got to graft.
Is there any clients where it's like, this client's been there from like the start, or is it like once they get to a certain thing, they kind of like, they know the routine, they know how to maintain it, and they kind of just not just fall off, but they just go and do their own thing? Yeah,
so I've had like a combination of different ones. So I've had people who they've come to me, they got the results, they're gone, they've run off into the sunset, they're good. I have people who've come to me, they probably still, they know what to do now, but literally if I'm not there with them, they won't go to the gym, or they won't. So it's like they probably know what to do, but they just need someone to hold them accountable. Because some people, if they don't have anyone to hold them accountable, they're not going to put as much effort into it. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, if you're funding it as well, you need to get your money's worth. So you got to take it seriously. So yeah, it's you got to motivate yourself, but then at the same time, it does help when you've got someone holding you accountable.
Yeah, because I think when I go to the gym with my friends, it's like, oh, this is fun, we're working out, but then you kind of feel that everyone's, if you're watching each other do sets, then boom, you're multiplying the set time by 3, then you're in the gym for 3 hours instead of 1, and it's just like, wait, hold on, that's my day gone. Or if you do it at night time, no, I need to go to bed now, I ain't got time for it. Like, have there been a time where you can do 2 clients at once, or is that mad?
Yeah.
Swear.
Yeah.
What's like the most you've done at once?
3.
And what was that
3
like?
or 3 or 4.
Were they like best friends?
Yeah.
Swear.
Pretty much so, yeah.
How did that work?
It can work if they've all got the same goal.
Okay, so, another question into that question. Their body types and you said their goals are the same, but their body and their genes, how does that work then? Because now it's like 4 different people, same goal, 4 different builds, 4 different genes. Does the PT, the routine still change? Does it change or does it stay the same?
So naturally, you want to design things that are specific to people. Obviously, in the context of training multiple people at once, I see it as training the people in a class. So let's say, for example, I teach a class of 30 people. I don't know let's say it's my first time seeing you all. I don't know what you're good at. All I'll ask at the start is, are there any injuries? Aside from that, I don't know what you're all good at, but I'll tailor something that you can all get away from it. So like, you'll leave with a sweat on. Put it that way, you'll leave with a sweat. Yeah, you're getting put to work. So even in them situations where I've trained multiple people, you might have to spend more time on one versus the other 2 because they don't have as good technique, whatever, but it's fine. You just have to multitask. Yeah, it's all good.
When it comes to that pricing,
you want to be careful with pricing. Firstly, know your worth, but also maybe at certain points at the start, be flexible. Be flexible, especially if you're just starting. So let's say you just got qualified, know your worth, obviously, but be a little bit flexible and just build your way up. And then once you get to a position where you're a bit more comfortable, and you know you've got like a caliber of, or catalog, I should say, of clientele, that you can put prices up and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really, when it comes to like pricing and stuff like that, if you stayed with me, your price will probably be set the same, and then there'll be more time a new client, I'll give them a new price. But I kind of try to look after the people that looked after me.
Loyalty, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so obviously it is a business, but customer service as well.
Of course,
like, look after people, you know, when you can.
Say thank you for them.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
It is a business, and
it is a business, and obviously you got bills to pay, but you got to treat people accordingly as well.
Okay, so cool. You started 11 years ago
training. Yeah.
Why?
I think I was about 15. I was doing PGCSE, and we just got access to the school gym. And at the time, it wasn't even nothing serious. So I just went in there. And you know, you start seeing a few little results. And you're just like, the blazer was getting a bit tight. The shirt's getting a bit tight. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm kind of liking this. So then, obviously I was doing that. And also for sporting reasons, it helps as well, just to be a bit fitter and stronger. But I didn't think back then it would therefore go into a career. I didn't think so at all. This was just like this is cool.
Fun thing.
It was just a fun thing with the guys, but it was never something I thought about doing long term, which is funny. And now this is me.
How many people, when you went in secondary school, how many guys were you going with that you still are in contact with today?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah. They must be thinking, wait,
a lot.
I could have been like you.
Do you know what it is though? Because like they saw me putting in work back then. I don't really think this is a surprise to them now.
Okay.
I don't really think so. Like I was on the fitness thing from early.
Okay.
Yeah, from real early. I kind of slacked off during A levels and then picked it back up. But yeah, it's been a thing for constant. And with some of them now, like as you get to like your mid-20s and stuff, I think people are now starting to realize you're getting closer to that 30. You need to start looking after
I need to look in the shape.
Because from 30, obviously metabolism is going to slow down. You're not in your prime years. The body's going to change. So just get yourself ready for that stage.
Did you in that school that time? Did you play sports or?
Sports? So we'll do like football. Obviously, the main one for most people. What sports we doing? Yeah, basketball, all of that sort of stuff. But I mainly preferred football. Athletics, we've done a bit of that as well. That was my main thing. But then once I got locked into the whole gym thing, I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool.
This is me.
Yeah, this is me still.
Going back to clients actually is like, I assume sometimes, when you're in the gym, it's like is this just in the movies or that professional barrier where your clients like kind of flirting with you? I have to be real. I have to ask.
No, you got to ask. It's cool.
It's like, has there ever been a client where it's like they're doing it slightly, or there's clients that are doing it bait, or it's like
you'll have. I will know within the first session. You'll know within the first session what if someone's really here to work or if someone's here for. So you'll know within the first session.
Okay, cool.
You'll know.
Money aside, is like, would you treat that client definitely in a positive way, but treat that client like, oh, now I have to be more strict. I have to put on a certain face whilst with them.
I'll be honest with you. I treat everyone differently.
Yeah, probably. I
treat every client differently because some people need a stern hand because they don't listen.
Pattern up now.
Yeah, some people need a stern hand. Some people need like an arm around the shoulder. Some people, everyone comes to me for a different reason. Some people just come because they might just need company in that sort of way. They just want to go to the gym. They just feel productive if they go to the gym. Some people want to lose the belly. So cool, let's work. And then some people just want to get strong, whatever. So I treat everyone differently. I'm not gonna lie. I know people think you should treat everyone the same, but your way of getting motivated will be different to mine. Do you know what I mean? So I might need a shouting at, you might need just a talking to. So it's all different.
On into clients, what kind of like just for guys? Because me, cool. I'm at this point where it's like I wanna lose the weight, but it's like I'm struggling. I think it's my diet.
What sort of stuff are you eating? And you mentioned Slim's chicken before. And
Slim's chicken, bro. We went to the cafe. Before this, bro. We were on the move, bro. I'm sorry, but we were on the move.
I hear it, man. When the belly's calling, you got to do.
Yeah, like so. The average, like, what's your client ratio, like gender wise?
Right now, I would say good question. Right now, I'd say, do you know what? For most of my years, it was predominantly male, and I feel like in the last year or two, it's changed. So I say it's like 65% female right now. 65% female. Yeah, I say about 65% female.
I know obviously girls are summer body and all of that. what's the average like goal that a woman is looking for when they're working with you, do you think?
Always the same thing. Slim waist, bigger bum. It's slim waist, bigger bum, flat stomach. Like that's the fantastic three, bro. They probably did, yeah.
the girls behind the camera, they're smiling.
If I have abs, I'm okay.
If she has abs,
I genuinely don't need the bigger.
I don't need the bum. Like that's fine.
Exactly.
Thank you.
If you guys did not hear them, they just said they need the bum. Is that what you said? Oh, you don't need the bum.
I said they don't need the bigger bum.
It's about the stomach. Ladies, yeah.
The female body's gonna change, bro. Especially when they have kids or things like contraception. It changes your body. So yeah.
So free source. 2 workouts for the girls to lose. 1, body fat. Their belly. Okay. And then secondly, to get a bigger bum. Guys, this is free source. You're not paying him, by the way. You're not paying him.
So if you're trying to get a bigger bum, what I'd recommend is make hip thrust your best friend. Hip thrust. So whether it's barbell or with a machine's easier because obviously loading up a barbell is long. Make hip thrust your best friend. Bulgarian split squats. Very, very good. Personally, I like to do them on the Smith machine just for stability. So if you ain't got the best balance, I'll probably go with those. Reverse lunges, step ups. I feel like you're making notes. Well, she's right.
Wait, yeah, we've got this.
I'm doing it.
I'm making sure. Yeah.
Then you got step ups. You got cables as well. So step ups are really good. Deficit lunges, single leg RDLs. RDLs are really good as well. The catalog is so big.
Okay.
And then in regards to your stomach, it's more diet.
Okay.
It is more diet. I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously you can do things. You can do core isolation exercises to maybe turn up your stomach a bit more. So decline sit-ups, hanging leg raises, stuff like that. But it's the diet, man.
Okay, girl. Ladies.
Abs
now you know what it is.
Yeah, abs are made in the kitchen.
Abs are made in the kitchen. That's one to remember.
Abs are made in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh. You do virtual lessons?
Kind of.
Online classes?
Not classes as such.
Okay.
But just like helping people out one-to-one, yeah. That sort of stuff, yeah. I feel like you've got to be adaptable. And if you don't, you kind of eliminate yourself to just like one building or just in person. Whereas if you appeal to people online, you could be at home just helping someone online. Do you know what I mean? If you reach a wider audience. So yeah, don't limit yourself.
When it comes to obviously you're online, you're doing the in person getting around, is it hard for you to, or there's one client and maybe West London at 8 a.m. and then, or they come to a gym that is easier for you?
So I'm based at one gym, and then obviously I've got external ones as well elsewhere. So I've got obviously my gym that I'm based at, and then I've got clients that I also travel to as well. So yeah, you just know your timetable. I say pretty much just know your timetable. Don't do anything that's too extraneous for your schedule, and then you should be able to work around things. But just know your timetable, man.
If you weren't doing the PT, if you want a PT, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Oh, I couldn't tell you,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, and it's so mad because this wasn't. Do you know what? Actually, I'd say, I think something to do with psychology. Yeah, I think something to do with psychology. It's kind of always been in the back of my head. We'll see what happens in the future. Never say never.
I feel like that aligns with the discipline thing and understanding that different people need different sorts of motivations.
Yeah.
Like, so that kind of inside psychology is like, if I shout at this person, they're gonna be demotivated instead of motivated.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe your psychological intelligence, your psychological evidence and intelligence, kind of it helps on that. Would you say?
Yeah, you got to know, because I feel like as a PT, you're training their mind as well as their body. You got to motivate them. It's not just about me telling you, yeah, cool, do this, do that. I have to make you want to do this and do that, and then come the next week to do this and that. So you got to train their mind. And I think, yeah, sports psychology is probably something that I'd be interested in.
Oh, that makes yes.
Yeah, working with athletes, because I think, especially for athletes, everything about performance is to do with how you feel, because it impacts so many things. Like, I think football, for example, you're playing in front of 60,000 people hurling abuse at you. That's going to affect you mentally. If you got 60,000 people, let's say you just missed a penalty, your head's in the gutter, like, how do you get back from that? Do you know what I mean? So it does interest me. It does, I'm not going to lie. So we'll see potentially in the near future. Could be something I explore. Yeah. I don't want to just handicap myself. I don't want to just handicap myself to the gym. Yeah, I'm open to other avenues as well in the near future.
Talking about that, like, have you ever thought about doing like, do you do self-defense? Or do you
I've done a little bit of boxing in the past. Yeah, I've done a bit in the past.
Have you ever done security? Security work?
Nah.
Would you?
I would. No. No, I don't think so. I
remember I was working in West London, and there's like a lot of Arabs that come in. Someone was like, "Oh, there's this guy. He comes in. They fly him out to Dubai, and he just does like he just has his like in their mansion. There's like a side house.
Okay.
He sleeps there, and they just like when they go out, he just walks around. Yeah, get me protecting them and that. So it's like, would you, or you just wouldn't?
It'd be too boring, man.
Oh yeah, fair.
It would be too boring. I'd never say never. Really,
never. Of course, yeah.
I highly doubt it. Yeah, I highly doubt it, man. But
opportunities come that you wouldn't expect, or that you weren't ready for from PTing.
Without naming stuff, yeah, there was a few TV shows.
Ooh.
And I was like, but it's not for me.
I think I know what TV show.
What do you think?
I think Love Island.
No.
Would you go on Love Island?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No.
That's like
I get the so you're probably seeing it as maybe, oh, it'll benefit your business and all of that.
Yeah, of course.
I'd rather just graft. Yeah, man. I'd rather just graft.
You think Love Island's cheating? On your hustle. Obviously, people that want to be.
No, because I think if you're going on the show, I don't think people are going on the show necessarily to look for love.
Yeah, I feel like that's just. No. I mean, India and Danny are still together.
Fair enough. I mean, you'll probably get a few, but I think most people are going on it for the commercial benefits, which there's nothing wrong with. By all means, secure your bag.
Of course.
But yeah, for me, my personality type, I don't think so, man.
How would you explain your personality to?
I'm chilled. I'm chilled. And I feel like on TV, you have to be a character.
You have to be.
You have to be a character. I'm not a character. My friends will probably laugh seeing this, but that's because they know me. But
okay.
I'm not a character for the world to see. Yeah.
So when it comes to, you said that your friends call you at the bar on the weekends. Is it there, your friends do sometimes like, oh, you're PTing today, can I follow you, or can I sit in the background and like, do you copy what you're doing?
Not really, but to be fair, I'd say all of my friends train, which is really, really good, because once upon a time, I don't think everyone did. But now, I'd say everyone trains. Like, everyone's on job. Yeah, everyone's on job.
You think they're just taking the lead from you? I mean, it's easy.
I don't know. I don't want to take credit in it, but I think naturally, as we get older, you just got to look after your body, man.
Yeah.
Like, your health's the forefront of everything. Obviously, money and all things aside, you can't enjoy them things if your health's not optimal. Do you know what I mean? So you just got to make time and just grind. Obviously, not everyone wants to look like big and hench. You don't have to be. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're fit, you can walk around without any pain and discomfort, and you're good, man.
What's your goal like physically, or do you think you're very close to it? And just maintenance?
I don't think I'll ever be truly satisfied. Yeah, I'm a greedy man. I'm a greedy man. My main goal right now, stronger, faster, fitter, everything, bro. Yeah, you can always be better.
How do you get faster? Is that where you
It's more like plyometrics, but it'll be, when I say faster, so it'll be like a 5k, 5 kilometers. I'd run a faster time, that sort of thing, rather than sprinting. I'm done with that, man. Yeah,
the cardio. Yeah,
I'd want to just get fitter, stronger, more flexible. You can always be better at everything, man. Yeah.
Go back to, I'm just asking questions that I would want to know.
No, go for it.
Cool. When I'm in the gym and someone's with their PT, I just want to chat them and say, brother, am I doing this set correctly? Because I'm not feeling it. Like, so it's like, has there ever been a time where someone's like, whilst you're working, they're just like, oh, sorry, I know you're working, or am I doing this correctly? And maybe they've done it bare times, like, bro, like, I'm working, like, or is it people are quite respectful?
I'm very approachable, man.
So,
yeah, you can come up to me. I don't mind. Like, that's what I'm on the gym for. I'm in the gym to help. I don't care. You can come up to me. Obviously, it might not be the best of time if I got a client. Shout me after the session. I can come and show you and just look at your technique and whatnot. But yeah, man, I'm very, very approachable. So I don't really mind. And I feel like, especially if you're new, not everyone can afford a PT, but advice is free.
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge you to give you advice. Well, if someone does that, that's mad. But I'm happily give you advice on your technique and whatever. Yeah, so that's cool.
Do you work directly with any gyms?
Yeah, David Lloyd's.
What is it?
David Lloyd's, yeah.
Focus. She said discount.
She's thinking about discount.
Of course. Straight discount. Straight David Lloyd's discount straight away. So clients that you get from David Lloyd's.
Yeah.
Without obviously any confidentiality. Any like VIP clients or celebrities, would you say?
I've seen a few people off socials in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you'd see a couple.
With PTs or without PTs?
By themselves. Okay. Yeah, I've seen them by themselves. So you'd see a couple, and obviously the good thing about that is you're probably exposed to maybe a different level of clientele or potential clientele. So it's just good to network and speak to people, and just, you never know what doors can open from there, I'd say. And yeah. What made
you realise, obviously 6 years, or like, okay, the 11 years then, personal training, I'm just gonna, this is me. Was it like a client, an amount of clients? Because obviously you were at Sainsbury's, COVID, and then, or like after COVID, the gyms opened, you were like, nah, PT is for me. And when did you realise, this is me?
We're going even further back. So basically, I was at uni. I dropped out of uni. Like I said, I'm from a West African household, so you can imagine how that went. It weren't popular. And I'm very stubborn. I'm not going to lie to you. Probably get it from my mum. I'm very stubborn, but I'll do what I think's best for me. But it wasn't a case of I'm leaving uni to just sit at home. There was a plan in place.
Was your mum supportive of you leaving?
No.
What about going PT full time?
She wasn't. But it's just a case of they want proof of your hard work. So it's all well and good having an idea, but you actually gonna put in the work. And obviously things are starting to take off. So
that's beautiful. For 2025, what would you say is we're recording this in December. For 2025, that's putting pressure on me getting this out.
That's pressure. You got 2 weeks.
Pattern up.
You got pattern up.
What would you say is that competition wise, or what do you think's I'm gonna be better by doing this, would you say?
I think just doing the things I'm doing already.
Just
Consistency, man. Yeah, because I think what I'm doing right now is good. It's working. Of course, I can always be better. So whether it's better content, better programming for clients, better sessions, obviously I can always do better. But I think just carry on doing what I'm doing, and then hopefully can take off. Yeah, man.
One thing about, you don't have a team that helps you out, and it's just you.
It's just me.
Me, I struggle
riding solo, man.
Recording content, remembering to record the content. What makes you remember, or how do you keep up with doing all of it all at once?
If I don't, who will?
Ooh.
Simple as that, bro. If I don't, who will?
Nah, facts.
So it's like I said before, like you about like someone holding you accountable. I have to hold myself accountable because there's no team. Do you know what I mean? Maybe one day there could be, but for the time being, yeah, it's just me.
One thing I just love to ask everyone that comes on is the drift. I'll explain it in short. It's kind of like a moment or a time in your life. Usually it comes from secondary school or after school. Everything's structured. You know what time you're eating. You know what time, you know, your lessons are. Obviously, from someone with a PT background, it's a bit different. But it's like, ever been a time in your life where it's like, you just don't know what's happening. Like, there's no goals, or you just don't know what's next. Have you ever had that, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I think, especially when I was, I'd say 18. So when I was in college, and I knew I was leaving college, it's a lot of pressure for young people to think, okay, cool, I'm 18 years old. What am I going to do for the next 50 years of my life? Because obviously with your next choice, whether it's uni or studying or whatever, that's basically going to be the start of your future. So it's a lot of pressure. And I was very unsure about what to do. And I think I kind of just went to uni because it was going to make my parents proud and it was the norm. But yeah, I think that's probably the time. Yeah.
Do you think there's still a lot of pressure on people going to uni just to make their parents proud? Because I know that...
Maybe from certain backgrounds.
Yeah.
Maybe from certain backgrounds. But I think it's like we discussed before. There's a lot of opportunities now for young people that don't necessarily just involve a degree. So you could do so many different things, man. Especially with social media nowadays as well. Like there's a world of opportunity. You just got to graft. Literally.
Keep going.
Yeah, man. Whatever you choose to do, just graft. And who knows where it can take you.
That goes back to the consistency. I feel like a lot of young people, they're kind of like, they'll try something, it might fail. No, I gotta move on. It's like they don't understand. Like, even when I think about like the podcast, like when I started it, I think I left it for like 1 or 2 months. I was like, if I started recording, if I started outreaching to people from like these past 30, 60 days, I would have been somewhere way better than I am today. Yeah. So it's like,
definitely.
It's about day one or first
One
day,
day.
or one day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
Day
It's true,
one.
no. One day or day one. No, literally. Like even with the podcasting, for example, it's not going to take off on day one or maybe even day 3 or 5 or 6. It could be day 10, it could be day 50. It just makes sure you get to that day. Don't just stop. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, obviously it's easier said than done, especially at the start when you're not seeing results and to keep yourself motivated. It's not easy, regardless of what industry it is. It's not easy, but if you just stop, you'll never know. So you got to graft, man.
What would you say then? Not being easy in today's world and how you're presenting your business. What's the hardest thing about being a PT at this age, at this point?
The hardest thing about being a PT, I'd say right now, is the competition. So my industry is overpopulated.
You think?
Oh, you'd be surprised, bro. Because like I mentioned before, like there's so many PTs now, and it's really easy to get a PT qualification as well. The process to get qualified is not hard. The exams are multiple choice, so it's not hard to become a PT. So the industry is overpopulated, meaning there's so much competition. So why should someone come to me instead of another person? And that's the hard part of it. So it's like I said to you before, I could show anyone a back workout, a leg day, but what's going to differentiate me from other people is my personality. So you got to show that to people as well to try and entice them to come and sign up with you and train with you and whatever. So the competition's mad, bro.
I wouldn't even think that. I was thinking,
yeah, the competition's mad.
But I feel like I only go to one gym and I see a couple PTs. I know that I think everyone that works in the gym is a PT.
Each thing will have different benefits, if you want to call it that. So this could be dependent on rent pricing. This could be dependent on the amount of hours you have to work. For example, if they take a cut of your sessions, there's so many different ways. Yeah, so there's so many different ones, man. It just depends on the company you work for.
Developing into that. So now, let's say, I've done my test, I passed my exam, I'm a qualified PT. When finding clients, what kind of costs should I expect to find when it comes to now providing the service?
It shouldn't cost you much. Okay. Once you're up and running and you found your gym, shouldn't really cost you anything. It depends. So let's say, for example, it depends on you. So if you want things like business cards, stuff like that, posters, banners, obviously that will come with a cost. It depends on your style of marketing. I know my strengths, they're more on social media. So I kind of just lean towards that, and obviously it doesn't take anything to post. So if you're someone that wants to hand out cards and leaflets or whatever, completely up to you.
Go with it.
Yeah, just go with it, man.
Leg day, not. I'm.
Like, he want his own gym or something.
Yeah. So.
That's a good shout. That's a good.
Yeah.
Shout.
So cool. Let's do leg day. This leg day train.
He just brushed that.
Bro, brush what you're saying, bro. Brush.
He
what
just
you're
brushed.
saying.
He just brushed
Hey.
that.
Leg day. Why do people hate leg day? Do your clients hate leg day as much as the internet says?
Yeah, man. It's mentally challenging. It's mentally. I think maybe not more for girls. I think girls enjoy a leg day.
Okay.
For guys, because guys stereotypically care so much about their upper body, chest, arms. Guys care so much about their upper body, innit?
Yeah.
So they just move a bit lazy with the legs. But if someone swipes you, what does this matter? You know?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the motivation, guys. You get swiped.
If you get swiped, come on, man. It's long. So just train everything. Listen, I only do legs once a week. Once is enough. I don't like training legs.
How many days do you go? Well, obviously you are working,
train-
but for yourself.
I train about 4 to 5 days a week. I'd say 4 to 5 days. Yeah.
Does that do the days you train matter? Like if I do 4 days in a row or one every other day.
It's funny, as a PT, I should have this as a PT, but I've never had a workout plan.
Is
I've never
it?
had a program. I just walked into the gym. What have I not done this week? Boom, chest. Cool. Tomorrow, let me do some legs. Yeah, let me do
I
some
feel like that's because of the knowledge that you already have the knowledge in it.
Yeah. Even when I was starting though,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
obviously, because when I started, I didn't have a PT.
Obviously.
I was just freestyling sessions, bro. Literally freestyling it. Just stare at the biggest guy in the gym. What's he doing? Cool. Let me just grab like 40 kg less and do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm on 12 now. It's calm.
Yeah, man. And just do the same thing. But yeah, you learn as you go along, man.
So amazing question from one of our live viewers. What was it?
Like,
Culturally speaking, like Ghanaian people, do they go to the gym a lot, or is that
I think we're blessed genetically, man.
okay?
I think we are still. It just some people just come out the womb with abs.
Swear.
Yeah, someone are just lucky.
Oh,
Lucky.
wow.
Like abs from 10 years old. They just take into their 30s. Some people are just lucky. That's what I was speaking about genetics before.
In Ghana, are you from?
I'm Ashanti, so I'm from Jamasi.
All I know is Accra. So where's like map wise?
Map wise, I don't even know how to where map wise to say, to be honest, but it's not a city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a city boy.
But you speak
Tree. I'm getting there. I'm
That's a lot of.
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting
Were
there.
you born in England?
I was born in England. Yeah, my barber's always cussing me saying I can't speak.
Quasi, I say, that's all.
He's always cussing me. I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah.
getting there. It's improving. He's giving me my little lessons mid trim. So I'm getting there, man.
Oh, how long have you been going to your barber?
2 years.
What?
It's a mad question though. The old one's gonna, if the old one looks at me, he's gonna be thinking, "Raw."
I remember this guy. Hi. Yeah, I feel cheating on your barber. It's just black men don't cheat, but
No, obviously geographically, he was just a bit closer to the yard, did it? So
oh yeah, it makes
made a bit more sense. But yeah,
Well,
made a
ST,
bit more sense. But
it's been a pleasure.
thanks for having me, man.
I just wanna
Thanks for having me,
thank you.
man.
No, thank you again for coming on. Reaching out to you, working out for you, asking for advice. Their social media, your social media. Let the people know how they can get in contact with you.
So ST_trading on all platforms, literally. So TikTok, ST_trading. Same with Instagram. Same on Twitter, I believe. ST_trading 17 on Twitter. And yeah.
Do you before you go? Do you and that's how they can reach you for if they want to
any sort of inquiries or whatever.
Well, yeah, guys, anything you need to inquire about, get involved, start building that portfolio, getting in the gym. This is the man right here.
Come on.
Guys, thank you for watching. It's been the last gen. See you guys soon.
Love, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.